Hello. Or not finish. Or not finish, I presume. I think this game's like 6 hours. I've played it for 2. Maybe it's 8 hours, I don't know. We're back on it though. I also... Actually, this looks like it's not fitted correctly, but I'm not sure. Weird. Well, hopefully it's not missing any part of the frame. It doesn't really look like it is. But I made it so that I can resize it, so that helps a lot. Because I can actually see without having to look at the OBS window, so... Alright, yeah, we literally just crashed here. We still have the crowbar, the hypodermic syringe, and the neural drill. Tram has reached its last stop on the line. The sound of its unplanned parking procedure still rings in your head. Tram's crash has left a menagerie of debris in its wake: concrete, strips of metal, power lines, and a further mangled mess. Lucky to have not been crushed by the flying wreck. Okay. Looks like Can I pick up this?
I could use this.
Okay, nice. Not this tape. The tape that's on the ground rolled up already. That's the tape we have to use. Good to know. Toolbox, PDA. All right. Albert Olson, engineer. Kane certainly spared no expense on the engineering decks. More often than not, the air conditioning breaks faster than maintenance can come back to fix it. The walk to the restrooms can exceed 10 minutes on a good day. It's of no consequence. With the lush retirement package Kane has prepared for me, I'd happily work in a cardboard box lined with thumbtacks for the rest of my career. This evening, I was surveying the equipment on the decks when I noticed something rather unusual. A fine layer of some sort of fungal substance is beginning to settle on the machinery. It's even found its way into the dials and monitors. They look filthy on the inside. Given the conditions around here, though, the growth of mold on any surface should come as no surprise, but it seems to be interfering directly with the performance of the Groom Lake. I think that's the name of the ship. So it's of some urgency that it's taken care of. I've reported it to maintenance. Hopefully they'll be quick in cleaning it up. Kane Corporation must be pleased with my performance so far. I woke up to a promotion. I'm in charge of the construction of new cloning vats, effective immediately. I have little time to elaborate. This job is important and urgent, I believe. So I wonder if the cloning that they're doing is like the regular kind of cloning in real life, where you like I was gonna say birth, when you like I guess from like a fetus create a genetically identical purpose, or if it's like cloning as in making an identical copy of someone as they already are. Because that seems to have some bearing on what we are, but I'm not sure. I've anticipated that the project would be on such a huge scale. Or I never anticipated that the project would be on such a huge scale. Clones will be created in mass quantities, utilizing several megavats filled with special equipment and enriched liquid. To accelerate the growth process, I must enhance the rate at which we'll be creating clone batches. They've invented a method of manufacturing human beings faster than humans can, biologically. Project Seed insists that cloning vats... Is this a new voice line? I don't think so. Project Seed insists that the cloning vats are put to use immediately, despite the fact that they're far from complete. The vats can certainly sustain the cloning process, but some safety precautions are lacking, like the holding chambers for research clones have no power routed to them. The holding chambers have no power routed to them, so the electronic locks are useless. The walkways above the vats are still only temporary. O'Sullivan fell over the guardrail and into a vat yesterday. Had it not been filled with sanitizing solution, we would have lost him. Hold on, I need to reread this. The vat can certainly sustain. The holding chambers for research clones have no power routed to them, so the electronic locks are useless. The walkways above the vats are still only temporary. Okay. So they just have open vats and the locks don't work on them. The clones appear to operate entirely on instinct. One of the complete human clones in Vat Theta bit a good chunk out of Miss Keen's ear during feeding time. Okay, so it does seem like they are like... They're like copies of people. They're not like grown from birth. But they don't have like mental faculties. Correct. Is there more? Oh shit. Holy fuck, there's a lot of... Okay. This one. November. No, that was everything. 3 of the completed research clones tore through their holding chambers analog locks last night over the in the labs. They found Peters bent over backwards with his head between his knees. He's not going to be walking again anytime soon. Maintenance will be fixing the electronic locks this evening. O'Sullivan has asked to be assigned to a different project. Three of the completed. They're holding chambers. Sullivan's request was denied. Keen, however, has been transferred to Project Seed. Holy shit. I've been stealthily increasing the portions of food to Elon's batch in VAT 449. Although they're just hearts and lungs, I can't help but feel attachment. Additionally, we've noticed a mass of organic matter that has sprouted a tail and swims around aimlessly. O'Sullivan wants to name it after his mother-in-law, who in their right mind names a defective clone. That seems like information I should save, so hold on. I guess it looks like you can't see this, but I'm gonna write a note. 449, or wait. That 449. That might be relevant. I'm not sure. Samantha, the impossible human fish monstrosity, crushed Elon with her thrashing as she was being removed from her vat. Most of the other clones in the batch have similar deformities. None of them actually grew into heart and lung tissue as they were meant to do. In fact, the results thus far are truly horrifying. So the clones that they were making were really fucked up, basically. Everyone has been acting strange lately. O'Sullivan didn't show up this week, leaving me to tend to the vats by myself. I don't understand why that's being permitted, but management would have most certainly dragged him down here by the cheeks if there was no legitimate justification. Speaking of cheeks, one of the most complete human clones took a chunk out of mine when I was escorting it to the research labs. The groom lake has been completely locked down. A massive tremor shook and collapsed the walkways over the cloning vats. I'm trapped. I can't access the bulkhead. If this lockdown is anything like I heard the last one was, it should be over soon enough, hopefully sooner rather than later. 2 packs of cigs will only last for so long. I can hear screams of terror through the ceiling. They echo. Each reverberation is a reminder that I'm damn fortunate to be down here and not up there, although my supplies are running out. I sincerely hope that I don't have to swim for it. If the clones don't get me, cardiac arrest from the aerobic exercise will. I'm going to attempt to swim across Vat Theta. I'll reach the other side and try and get myself to the next level of the ship. Clones have been violently floundering in the growth liquid. Given what they did to Peters, I might not see the other side of this vat. The remainder of this entry is to be delivered to my wife. Rosalind. Oh, okay, so this is what he's writing to his wife. I can only hope that I have the opportunity to deliver this to you myself. If not, I must attempt to express with words what I have longed to convey physically. Should I die before I get off this vessel, every moment of my life, every cumulative experience that has influenced my being will scream your name, begging the reality of inevitable death to spare me, if only to touch you once more. I apologize for and regret every second I've spent away from you. Until that moment we first met, my heart was a void, lacking the fierce fires of passion that you have bestowed within. No matter the outcome of my escape, I will be long dead before they are extinguished. For an eternity after I have perished, you will live on. Your name will ring out through the galaxy, a testament to all existence that there can never exist a love greater than what I have for you. Your love is my life. As such, I am immortal. This is strange. Why? I'm curious about this. Is this just like woo-woo language, or is he saying he did something for her or something like that? I'm not sure. Okay. Instruction light. Toolbox.
Oh, shit. Where the hell am I gonna find a key in this mess?
Poster. What was like a trash can there that I didn't look at?
Tia, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm in some sort of... oh, I'm not sure what to call it. Something moving in there. It's alive.
Which side are we on? Oh, we're on this side. Okay, I see. It's not clear whether consumption occurred before or after death. I wonder if that's this guy. Okay, I was wondering how big this vat would be because... made it sound like it was huge, but I guess... I feel like if you really had to, you could do a hop, skip, and a jump over this. He would have been coming from this side, right? How did his PDA get over here? Okay, there's a generator here.
Oh, it still has fuel in it. Some luck at last.
Why is that lucky? crosswalk. How close can we get? Nice. Turns this on for keeping high voltage electric cables. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could.
I thought that was too easy. I don't think that'll work.
Now what? Are we gonna electrocute everyone in there? Oops, I didn't mean to click on it again.
Maybe? No.
You get too close. I was just wondering if I could, like, skim some. Nice.
$21.51. We left in 21:48. 3 years ago. These bastards had us here for 3 years.
Probably longer than that, right?
Oh, shit. Where the hell am I gonna find a key in this mess?
Actually. Fucking. Thank God I thought to do that.
This ain't working.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
These don't go well together.
Okay, you can't interact with the trash can. Let's just leave. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to interact with the generator after I mess with it with the crowbar. That's a thought. Oh wait, what? I'm recording? Stop recording. I just noticed I was...
Oh, I'm not sure what to call it.
Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let me check my videos, because I probably just recorded like a ridiculously huge video file. Yeah. Already 3 gigabytes. Nice. Whoops. Delete that. No, do not walk in there. Okay. Use the crowbar on this. Try the generator now.
Oh, it still has fuel in it. Some luck at last.
I'm trying to push
I
it
thought
over.
that was too easy.
Give it a flash.
Maybe? No. moving in there.
Oh,
It's alive.
organic sludge.
That's just crazy. Although... no. Crazy.
Wait for him to fucking finish his thought.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Oh, don't try and do... I was just trying to walk over there. Part of you wishes the door had been locked. Like its partner, this floodlight says to silence, providing no illumination. I can't interact. Can I break this one? It's difficult to estimate how far down the tanks go. Someone was dragged into the bubbling morass. The marks on the engineer's corpse leave little doubt that parts of the body have been eaten, although it's not clear whether consumption occurred before or after death. Don't walk in there. No. There is... oh, I guess it's just... there's something here. I'm like certain that if I try and look at that, that's gonna kill me. Some portions of the biological broth are thick and viscous, clotted with parts, and other sections swirl more smoothly. Okay, hold on. Here's a thought. Lasso the dead body.
I was thinking that.
No. Whoa, I just noticed he actually holds it up when you open this. I didn't actually notice that until just now. Shit, wallet's on. Let's try using the crowbar again. Okay. There's a construction light in here.
This isn't going to work.
We did this before. I guess he just has like a generic animation for using the crowbar on certain things. Empty metal boxes. God, I really need to click on it fully again. I'm not really quite sure what I'm missing. There's this nylon emergency tape. I think we tried to use it on this. Whoa.
Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
Tape on the
I don't know
generator.
what I was thinking there.
Tape on the light. It's like one of the few things I can actually interact with. So, like, obviously he wants to push the pole into the vat and, like, electrocute them, is what I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do. He's half-eaten. Okay, let's just... Okay. So, yeah, if you get, like, even slightly close to it...
I don't think this will fit.
Crowbar.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Let's try this. Back in here, is there anything? This is still on. There's nothing like back behind the light that I can change. Can't really see where this wire is going. Away from the liquid-filled vats. Like, that's obviously what it wants me to do, but if I try and push it, it doesn't do anything. So what can I push with? I don't have anything in my inventory that can do it. Don't know if we actually tried everything on this.
I don't know what I was thinking there. I think that would break. I think that would break.
Something to do with this toolbox. Comprehensive toolbox. Oh, wait, did I actually try to...
This isn't gonna work.
This light.
Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
Access this.
That's just crazy. It doesn't work like that.
Metal boxes.
Maybe. No. I can't see it working like
Extract
that.
serum from the metal boxes. Break
don't
the
know what I
metal
was thinking
boxes
there.
like it's Half-Life.
I don't think that'll work.
Rip up the metal boxes. Can I remove the poster?
I think that'll just break it. Maybe. No, that won't work. Probably not a good idea. No. Crazy.
Okay. Do this, and then I'm looking it up because I don't.
I can't see it working like that. It doesn't work like that. Nah, that's ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Okay. I'm giving up. This is the first puzzle I have to look up because I have genuinely no clue. Stasis. Vat puzzle. Service lobby, tram stations, crash site, cloning vats. Try walking into the vat with the creature still alive to get eaten. Try to push over the electricity bowl at the bottom right, then use the neural drill and crowbar on it. Use both of them? Really? You have to use both their neural drill. Okay. The one thing I didn't fucking try. I'll try to push it. Oh, now I probably have to use the crowbar.
Okay, now let's see what I can do. Alright. Let's go through all that theatrics again. So. Neural drill. Crowbar. Okay, now let's see what I can do.
What can you do? Do I need to draw them closer somehow? Nope, 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 nope.
I don't think that'll work. I can't see it working like that.
What happens if I turn on the generator again? Do I need to... Nylon. Does nylon work as a...
No, probably not a good idea.
Exposed wires. I can't do anything with exposed wires. Okay. So obviously something needs to be done with the wires. Does the toolbox do something now? Because I was getting an animation with the crowbar earlier. No. He doesn't even want to talk about the exposed wires. Like he won't even say, no, that doesn't work. But there's a grab icon on it. So obviously something needs to happen there. Or is it just I need to run across while... Okay. I assume that isn't what is going on, but I'll do it just because for the sake of whatever. That's what I thought. Oh. It auto-saved. With the thing down, which is not what I was expecting. Let's try the crowbar on the light now.
Maybe. No.
Is there any other part of this that's different? This puzzle is really... He'll just try and walk over there if I look at it.
I think that'll just break it.
Okay. Fucking hit me again. Combine the crowbar and the nylon tape. That's how you get the body, is you... Oh my god, bro.
This should be useful.
Why only now does that work? Can I get it closer than that?
That's just crazy. Although... no. Crazy.
Like, 100% if I do this, it's going to kill me.
Rest.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Toolbox keys. Jumper cable. Easy enough. Jumper cable on the generator.
This goes on here.
Use the generator. Oh, I just took it back.
And this goes over here.
Okay. Fine. Now can I touch the generator without undoing the whole thing?
Please stay calm.
Notice. Man-maneuver unit is awaiting input and instructions.
Okay.
Just stay above the water.
Nice. Alright, what do we have left? Wait, should I... Fuck. Go back. I could have taken the jumper cables. Hopefully I don't need them. I don't think you can soft lock yourself in this game, but fingers crossed.
Tia, can you hear me? I'm working on getting out of here. I can see a light far above me. I think it's a way out.
Spiderwebs of cracks radiate outward from several damaged sections of this display panel. No power runs through the terminal. It's busted. Smashed and splashed with speckles of blood. The metal stamp on this terminal indicates that it controls VAT 11 in front of... It's a throne-like operator's chair. So that's 11 and this is 13. Excuse me. Okay. Some weird figure here. It looks like a humanoid. So I can access each of these terminals. Broken ladder.
Perfect.
Nothing from that. It would show me if I did. VAT Kappa 583. Growth agent enriched with additional amino acids. 300% concentration. Enhanced human clones intended for immediate research. Report 583A. Specimens began to move about the vat immediately during the embryonic phase. All subjects developing at nearly 500% acceleration. Effective growth agent concentration on subject development ruled parabolic rather than linear. Effective growth agent concentration parabolic rather than linear. Okay. Multiple subjects have combined to form a larger mass of anthropoid limbs and organs. It surfaced and then ruled deceased. Anthropoid limbs. So they like fused together and became a ball of limbs. That's crazy. It appeared to be composed of approximately 12 human-like bodies, all roughly infant-sized. Batch has been active for 96 hours. Development of other subjects remains regular. Okay. Crossbeam. Why can't I touch this? Oh, so I can climb up here. Okay. Well, let's read everything first. I didn't even notice this ladder here. I saw this part of it, but I didn't see this. Epsilon 449. Standard growth enhancement agents, 150% concentration, plus additional growth. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to read the other one first. Additional growth hormones obtained from Project Seed. Incomplete human clones intended for harvest of pulmonary and coronary tissue. Products developing at 800% acceleration from the selected control group. However, several anomalies have occurred. Example, a tissue mass has developed into a tail of sorts. It circles the vat using the aforementioned tail to propel itself. I think this is what he was talking about. Mass with tail appendage has been assigned a name Samantha. Yeah, this is. Despite the previous belief that the circling behavior was a product of instinct, it is now clear that it has been surveying the vat's electronic safety net and searching for vulnerabilities. Oh, awesome. Samantha has been extracted and moved to security for temporary storage. She thrashed violently upon removal, damaging equipment and other specimens. So what I think is going on is each one with more concentration is more fucked up. So like this one will probably be pretty normal because this is probably the one I was supposed to read first. Standard growth enhancement agents, complete human clones intended for immediate testing. Appear to develop bone and tendon structure prior to vital organs, but following nervous system development. This might be interesting if I knew how fetus is actually developed, like in the body. I don't know what develops first, to be honest. Isn't it like soft tissue first, like your lungs and shit, and then your bones sort of like materialize after? Growth of muscle has begun to progress. One specimen ceased to grow and was confirmed dead. Upon autopsy, 3 extra vertebrae were discovered, as well as 2 ribs. However, only a few teeth were found deep within the mandible. Growth of all specimens has accelerated. Any given clone measures just under 7 feet. Any given clone measures just under 7 feet and possesses the auxiliary ribs and vertebrae observed in the failed subject. So they're like absorbing. So the more they like concentrate this, the more it like absorbs into a fucking mass of a person, it seems like. All vital organs are present and appear to be performing normally. Despite the abnormal rib and spinal developments, the clones seem to be perfectly functional and fully matured. One, however, was rendered blind as a result of improper sphenoid development. So it seems like this one, it's like they were normal, but if one of them died in the vat, the other one absorbed part of it. This one was like hyper intelligent and started growing a tail and tried to figure out how to escape the vat. And then this one, they had the max concentration and it like fused all of them together at once, and probably like is the one that ultimately fucked them all up. Sort of what it seems like. Below the observation platform, a sea of artificially grown flesh sits slowly rotting. The progress of the decay only partially stalled by the chill running through the room. Dim light, your eyes can make out more discernible shapes in the meaty clumps below. The arc of an arm, a head's partial dome, and a spinal curve of the body in the fetal position. Yeah, this looks like intestines, like all over the place. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to interact with, really. Just check real quick so that I'm not missing anything. Lift platforms seem designed to move workers around above the vats, possibly for maintenance work. Yeah, that looks like that's it. Pretty much covered the whole screen. Jump scare. Alright, well, crowbar and rope are gone.
I hate this damn place.
Where is he? Is he at the bottom? I can't see where he is. I think he's right here. Oh, he's right there. Oh, I wonder if these are like designed to grab people out of the vats. Alright, what do we have left in the old inventory? I think we have the neural drill still. And the syringe.
John, can you hear me?
Tia, it's soft, but I can hear you.
Nice, that was the loudest fucking thing. Temporarily out of service. Let's put it up. Graffiti. Rarely trafficked areas breed unconventional forms of life. Here the graffiti tagger has covered the tram station with a wild variety of tribal markings. Tramline in shadows. In shadow. The trams grip the tracks greedily with their many legs. That is such a... I feel like this is a little bit of overwriting. Like, it sounds like it's trying to be written like prose, but like it doesn't really fit the tone of the game. I feel like it's a really minor complaint, but it's like this sentence structure is like very high school English coded, if that makes any sense. It's like the something grip does the verbs, the adjective noun, right? The magnetic stoppers on the tram's guide rails look sturdier than many of the other parts of the aging vessel. Like this is an okay sentence. This one feels really forced. Like it's like we have to come up with an adjective for this and like a verb. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else we can interact with here.
There is some sort of interference with the structure.
I'm in a tram station.
I'm in a tram station. Whoa! There was a person there. Who the fuck was that? I only just caught the very end of that. I saw him walk off screen. What the fuck? Oh shit! There's totally people here. Okay. Sweet. Well, I'm glad this is an adventure game and I don't have to fucking do anything. I'll just die if I fuck up.
The tower. I am pressurizing the raw materials containment tank.
Tia, come in.
John, thank goodness, I can hear you. You just disappeared. No radio, no PDT.
Who the hell was that?
Dr. Gerardus Milan, head of special projects.
He knew you.
It's a big ship. And I'm in a different division to him entirely. Only met him once. A real arsehole.
I just want to get my family out of this goddamn place.
That's the plan.
I like the reflections in here. Alright. Is you ready to all show? I like the way she talks. She has like that.
You mentioned earlier that you lost my PDT. What's that mean?
Personal data tag. Every person on board has one.
Like animals.
The tags monitor everything. Security access, food intake, location tracking.
Everyone has a tag. We can use it to find my family.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, John.
Like hell it doesn't. If I'm tagged, then so are they. You said.
I can only access your tag because the DocMake scanners registered you. I've scanned for your family and I can't pick them up.
Are they on the ship? Have they been rescued?
It only means their PDTs haven't been activated. But I still have an idea that might just work.
I feel like she's lying to him. Because, like, almost everything sort of indicates that, like, he's, like... This actually is kind of similar to Soma, where it's, like... He doesn't really think about the fact that everything he's seeing kind of implies that they're growing humans on board. So, like, what stops that from being him? That he's, like, a clone of his actual family?
From the crew quarters, you should be close to an infirmary with a DNA sequencer. If you get your blood into the sequencer, I can scan the ship for familial DNA, and then we can find your daughter. Then...
We can use her DNA to find Ellen.
Exactly.
Notice. Reserve power facilities are online. Backup systems are now enabled and functioning at benchmark levels.
The outside temperature is minus 218 degrees Celsius.
Minus 218. Doesn't that mean... I wonder what that is in Kelvin. Hold on. Celsius to Kelvin. This music is nice. Minus 218, I think she said. Alright, it's not exactly 0, but it's pretty close. Scaffolding forms a protective shell around assorted machinery, rising toward a high ceiling. Maze-like shadows are cast onto the walls and ground. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's like, what does this tell me? Like, this is kind of tell, don't show. Like, the artwork is good in this fucking game. You don't need to tell me what it looks like unless there's something I wouldn't be able to see. Also, I will point out, I could be wrong because, trying to think. There was something earlier that sort of implied that. I could be wrong about what I'm saying, that this might not be like Soma at all. I forget what I was thinking of, though. I totally lost my train of thought. Security office, crew commons. Yeah, this music is really nice. This is a good change of vibe. Let's check out the security office. Feels like it'll be smaller. Whoa, lots of stuff in here. Motion detector. Motion detection device has been installed above the door. Dead security guard. Rests against the slanted bulkhead in a leisurely repose. The uniform indicates a security officer.
They cut his wrists.
Oh. Paul Hodgson. This whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure he can compensate. Or I can compensate. Notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. It's only a few extra doors to unlock. As far as I'm concerned, easy enough. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in a spaceship so far away from the moon. Swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want Ronald to go first. Okay, so Ronald's a dumbass. Excuse me. Really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groomlick's crew is secure and that important research isn't interfered with. At least I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. Okay, so he's kind of a tight ass. The ass end of the ship just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck in the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now. Also, I just noticed this fucking screen is bloody. I can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is fucked. So getting to medical isn't happening. Someone suggested that we could use the specimen transport track, but that's shady as hell. Specimen transport track, okay, so that's what we're gonna have to use, I guess. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body is a fucking superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams, they're distant and muffled. Silence, 24 hours of silence. Not a scream, not a footstep, not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. Ivan refused to drink anything but moonshine. Tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. I forgot to take account of what the so January 3rd. Late December is when shit's going down, basically. Alright, so there's probably two other dead guys around here, one of them being Ivan, who made the moonshine. Who are you? Yeah, you're Ivan. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door and he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. Glad I got put here in the shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I could use some female company. Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart is in the right place. I can respect that. But Sarge, how in the hell did the boy get Sarge from Serato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. Yes, everyone fucking hates Paul. Food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. It's not the White Oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supplies, so to speak. Hodgson tried to arrest someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good thing, too, the liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. This entire ship smells like shit. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of shit once in a while, beyond me. Groomlick is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, several injured. Some guys left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from him since. Can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. Saw so much in his short life. There just wasn't room for more. He saw so much. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on this ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. Her dog could be named after him. Is Samantha... I don't know if it's supposed to be the same Samantha that's the mother-in-law of the guy on the other thing. That would be wild. Her dog could be named after him, or maybe he picked her a flower and she tucked it into a book. I never did read much, but right now I'd love to be holding a book. Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if the ship just drifts to the edge of the universe dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg, I never beg, but if you're a decent human, you'll know why you have to. Remember Anderson. Barely awake, typing this is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had last word. Okay, so this Anderson guy is like a heart of gold type fucking character. Okay. Security cameras, computer terminal. Okay, it's powered down. This one isn't though. Crew quarters, security logs, atmosphere control logs. And we don't know what happened to Anderson. Whoa. Okay. Annex. What does that say? Basket? Bucket? Okay, well, it's time to read this. Security logs. November 2nd. Alcohol is being manufactured and distributed aboard the Groom Lake. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with the limited rations. However, security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported or evidential cases of theft. This can likely be attributed to the morale increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. Specimen Samantha received. For transport to Lab 18, the specimen from the cloning vats is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of containment unit. Right, so this is from the cloning vats. Why is he breathing? But like, it's not a coincidence that his sweetheart is named Samantha and the specimen is also named Samantha. I feel like they wouldn't mention that in the same thing. Okay, so that was Samantha. Tremors have struck the Groom Lake. Power outages and severe injuries have been reported. Lockdown is in effect. Or wait. 19th. Yeah, 25th is the last one. Okay. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a tram station to working order. To prevent further loss or injury, a corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. Whoops. Atmosphere control access. Activate motion detector. Let's not do that yet. Oh, well, that's everything that we can do on here. Anyway, so viewing portals look in upon the disturbingly grimy life support control room. It's weird that these are called portals. I almost wonder if this is like a Hispanic developer or something, because isn't that... Oh wait, no, that's doors. Right? Why are they called portals when they're windows? Okay, so this one has like gas in it, I guess. Motion detector, meaning this will open if I step in front of it, but I don't know if I want to because...
I'll need to figure something out here.
Okay. But... So
Ladies
this...
and gentlemen, please take a moment of silence to remember Henry Kane. We ask that you join us in recognizing his greatness.
The corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. I am assuming that's in here. No, this is the life support control room. This looks like a corridor. This says annex, and then this is some large room. Okay. Let's enter the... Oh, there's monitors. I'm not doing anything though.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
God forgive us.
Long landscape of serene mountainscape intended to provide a sense of calm and perspective. Is that like the graffiti, or is that what's actually on the wall, like painted? Dead body. Is that this? I guess it is. Frosted glass door. I did not even clock this as a glass door. This doesn't look anything like that. Oh, nice. I just tried to close on him. Especially large frosted glass doors coated with the dirt of neglect.
There's another door here. I don't see an access panel.
It must be the secondary containment. Give me some time, and I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
I wish I could do something. Something more.
Alright, before I read this, I need to go to the bathroom, so... I'll be right back.
operational. Systems require scheduled backup.
Okay. Coming back to this, I just noticed that this says "help me" on the screen, so that's awesome. Dr. Rick Graham. This is an entirely new person that we haven't heard of yet. September 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I didn't get this degree just so that I could stitch idiots up when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything, although human spiders would be cool. It's a miracle. Security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats to me. It's labeled Samantha. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant, Miriam, make up some good excuses for me. No fucking way, dude. This creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. Describes her as being just a tail. There are some other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this shit up. December 10th. This fucker grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these the last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. Okay, so she just grew eyes. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than some stem cells in that container the last time they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha's mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall for a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Unfortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab, all of them. So there's my job security. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter. and I twisted a muscle on my knee. It's going to be a long walk down spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool can take responsibility for this one. Because something happened with her, I guess? I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed a surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. They're the screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No sign of Miriam. Okay, so he's just comparing the screams. I did not comprehend what he was saying there. Okay. So he was fucking around with the Sarah sample, apparently. Iron lung. Isn't this supposed to be the crew quarters? Why is there this here? Cylindrical hyperbaric chambers welded shut, creating a metal tomb for anyone inside. DNA scanner.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Nice. Let's read this PDA first. Okay, this is Miriam's PDA. Dr. Graham is up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my entire life. And he says it's beautiful. He wants me to find excuses for why it isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. I'll help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groom Lake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Interesting, this thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. The notes say it was just a tail and some flesh at some point. But I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of fucked up experiment are we doing? Fuck, I'm locked out of the medical bay. Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people. Insufferable prick. They want to use a specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing. Even if the ship wasn't falling apart, that's a terrible idea. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's gonna read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless Groom Lake gets sucked into doesn't care about your damn feelings. Okay, she's fucking hopeless. Yeah, on the 28th. So after a week over Christmas, these people are fucking losing their minds, basically. Where else is there to even go after this? I guess in the security room. DNA scanner.
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is excellent.
Wait. I can hear something.
Okay. It's not anything else in this room I can...
Sure.
dude.
What the hell was that?
Samantha, bro.
I only picked up a flash from the scanner. A crew member.
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person. I was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
Dude, you've been reading about what's going on here.
Things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it's one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
I grow plants. I don't care for man's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Alright, well, we lost the needle. Presumably we'll be able to come back here.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
Damn, he's depressed. No systems or staff paying attention. The once proud trees withered and faded. Quartet of monitors. Entertainment block. Dead plants. Tram station B. Sleep blocks A and mess hall. A through F. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna have some puzzle solving to do. Tram station A. Scuffing on the floor in front of this door indicates that it's seen frequent use.
Scratch marks. Something was trying to get in.
Security panel. Just noticed that. Oh, this is an elevator shaft. Locked due to atmosphere control override.
John, wait. There's a highly corrosive gas on the other side of that door.
Shit, I've already cycled the lock.
John!
Atmosphere compromised. Death is imminent.
Okay. I didn't even think I opened it. John! Alright, well, that killed us.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
What did I click on? Oh, control override. Okay, well, let's go to the mess hall. Also, right, they put the corrosive. That was cool. You can still hear the music from the entertainment area. Oh shit, dude. That's the shapes of people. The thickest section of the tangled growth, bulbous knots, form a shape eerily close to that of a human body. As you listen, you can hear the rasp of labored breathing. That's awesome. People are sleeping in dorms. Sleeping cot has been wrenched away from the wall, either by the damage done to the floor or the power of the root growths. Isabella Spaulding. Holy shit. Another long day in hydroponics. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. I just noticed this. Family day on Monday. I cannot understand. Tall. 0125358. Another long day in hydroponics. I planted carrots today. This place seriously sucks, but I figure the longer I work for Kane Corp, the sooner they'll be able to replace this defective uterus of mine. Harry is protective and not in a cute way. It's supposed to be it. It makes me feel a little uncomfortable. His attempts to protect my honor, his words, whenever Grant even looks at me, are unnervingly familiar, just like my ex-husband used to do. I'm not ready for another round of that bullshit. Half of the ship has been on lockdown for 2 long weeks. Apparently, some new scientists boarded today, so maybe they'll be able to resolve the issue, but what do I know? I make vegetables reproduce for a living. This is like early in the year. I have to admit, Harry's whole stalker thing can be great sometimes. He's growing herbs for me so that I can make tea. With all this new security bullshit, I wouldn't dare use company resources personally like that. But I've been pretending to like Grant just a little bit. I don't, but it keeps Harry on his toes. Harry opted to stay on the Groom Lake for another round. He was eligible to leave at the shift change, but he chose to stay. Gee, I wonder why he'd do that. He's a grown man, for goodness sakes. But he's acting like a lovesick teen. He needs to stop fucking calling me Belle, even though it's Isabella. Right. Like the Queen of Spain. Keep hearing chatter about a fungal growth spreading all over the Groom Lake. Let's hope it doesn't get here to hydroponics. I'd be devastated if something happened to my precious celery. Spoke way too soon. I came into hydro today to find everything coated in a strange fungus. Harry actually had a pretty good idea. What if we fought with a fungus with genetically enhanced super mushrooms? Nope, crossbreeding mushrooms did not improve things. Hopefully the emergency rations will get here soon, unless people want to eat the portobellos from hell. That is. The shit is about to get dangerous. People have been beaten up. Some are even dead. We've seen a lockdown before, but it wasn't a mass panic like this. Will it be over soon or ever? Harry told me to stay in the sleeping block because it could be dangerous outside. You know, I have taken care of myself for 28 years without help from Harry. I think I can handle myself. I'm not going to spend the final days of my life playing the helpless female. I'm not going to cling to Harry even if he's the last human being I'll ever see. He can't expect anything from me. Interesting. Shelby Jackson, or Isaacson, excuse me. Can't even be bothered to get out of bed today. Nobody came asking questions though, so that works. Sometimes when I first wake up, I wait as long as possible to say my first word of the day. Then that word serves as a prediction for how shitty that day is going to be. Naturally, Isabella woke me up by asking if I'd rather fuck Grant or Harry. I thought she was supposed to be some kind of feminist who doesn't need a man. Hypocrite. To answer the question, I'd need to do a bit of research. Harry will suffice for that. Okay. I guess I'm obligated to write about the ship lockdown since it's all life-threatening or something. I don't know why we even carry these PDAs. Seriously, I will never ever go back and read this shit. So they're telling people to write diaries, which is why there's so many fucking diaries. Got it. Good justification. The Groom Lake got a 300% funding increase, and I have a feeling we're doing some more shady bullshit with it. Welcome aboard the Groom Lake, where, as far as the universe is concerned, you don't exist. And as far as the board is concerned, you don't exist. Nothing actually exists. Humanity's gonna flip shit when they finally figure that out. So Grant's gay. I knew I had seen him checking Harry out. Lips are sealed. Jesus, there's a fucking love quadrangle going on. It's going to be a long, painful death if we don't get those rations soon. Might have to start murdering and eating my blockmates. I'll start with Grant because he's got the most meat on him. Harry is last because I'm in no hurry to put my mouth on that again. Awesome. Hey, someone's making some booze. Humanity has truly reached the apex of engineering. Space moonshine. It brings a smile to my eye and a tear to my heart. Give me some. Taste 0 out of 10. Effectiveness 10 out of 10. Stuff has to be at least 120 proof. I had to do something. I totally don't regret to get it. And it was worth it. Alright, so we have a whore and a fake feminist. Two awesome female characters to start. I guess there's the girl we're talking to and our wife and daughter. This is hilarious though, that liquor supplies running low. Food supplies high. I'm disappointed. Here I was thinking I'd be enjoying moonshine marinated leg. Here I was thinking I'd be enjoying moonshine marinated leg of Grant this evening. Disappointing. At least I didn't starve. On the one hand, something exciting happened. On the other hand, we're probably going to die or something. I have no regrets. Not even that thing I did to get the moonshine. I've been thinking about it over the last couple of days, and I sincerely can't think of anything I regret. Not hooking up with Harry, not pursuing music instead of physics, nothing. It was all part of what made my life mine. Life carries on no matter what, so I guess it's best to just be satisfied with what little I did accomplish. The universe swallows you atom by atom eventually, you know. I'm proud of how far these atoms made it when they first got together to form Shelby Isaacson to where they are now. She's like a nihilist. Shelby, okay. What? It looks like there's a person right here. Somewhere under the floor grating, steam wafts constantly upwards, although it's more benign than the gas in the room. Okay. Drill the organic growth.
Oh, crazy.
Tranquil environments imagery. Whoa, just changed. Artificial scenes of natural environments will soon be covered by the unnatural but very real growths entangling this room. Oh, okay, I guess it cycles like fake images, like a computer screen. Nice. Torn up floor grating. Guts of the level below lie exposed. Okay, so we can drop down. I mean, we don't have to go down there yet. There's another room, right? Let's not forget that that's there, though. And there's nothing this way. Okay, so we just got 2 rooms.
Mother had a lung that was covered
Hello?
in fat. father had a tongue that was also black.
Is anyone there?
They didn't care for us. We didn't care for them. And so it happened again and again. Skin like a crocodile and eyes like sin. The RG consumed them from within.
What a fucking weird poem, dude. You can tell from the uneven placement of the sleeping cots that some forces... Okay, yeah, this is same thing, kind of. Dead body, dead body. Another 2 PDAs to read. See if one of these is Harry and the other is probably... Oh yeah, here's Grant.
Managed to get out of his bunk.
You know what's being worse? You know what's worse than being a janitor? Being a space janitor. The shit I literally have to put up with is unbelievable. I mean it. My job is to control the recycling of methane expulsion from human waste. Shitty is an understatement. Plus, I can barely understand my coworker. I think he's Polish, but he only speaks Spanish. Isabella's been talking to me. I hope that she doesn't have any ideas. I'm really not into that. Even if she was a guy. She's just so difficult to deal with. I think she purposefully leaves some shadow of a doubt that she might have some feelings for Harry. Just so that he'll hang around. The poor guy's obsessed. It's creepy. But it's also the teeniest bit sweet. I think Jupiter is finally done growing. She was such a cute little kitten. Now she's big and doesn't cuddle anymore. Harry's allergic. He thinks that I keep Jupiter around just to mess with him. I really don't. She gets in the way sometimes, but she's the only living thing that really understands me. I love that little kitten. Big kitten. Isabella smacked Harry straight across the face today. I think he called her a pet name to her face. I would have been flattered, poor guy. Everything is so uneventful around here. Maybe that's a good thing. Been trying to talk to Isabella to see if she's interested in Harry. I don't think so, but I want to make sure. It would help me sleep a little better. Interdepartmental pool to win 64 days of leave. What a joke. Kitchen, security, and maintenance aren't even eligible. When they're the ones that keep this ship running. Oh wait, I guess that makes sense. The fungus shit is everywhere. It's already in the methane collection plant. Shelby's such a cow. She says she hopes it gives me cancer. But that way I could start over with new organs courtesy of Kane Corp. Of course, I told her that there was only one organ I really wanted, but that Harry was too busy following Isabella. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Shelby said, oh, that it all makes sense now. You go, girl, but I'm not a girl. Could have been worse. I just hope she can keep a secret. I don't want everyone involved in my business. Why are we reading? Does this have to do with anything? This mushroom plant is the hydroponics came up with. This mushroom plan that hydroponics came up with is not working. If anything, it's made life in the plant just a little more grueling. People have been complaining to me about weird smells coming from the vents. I swear, it's not the plant. I can smell it too. Emergency rations. I snuck food to Jupiter first. She was acting a little loopy. I noticed just today that Harry has the most adorable way of stuffing his face. He always inspects whatever he's about to eat before he takes a bite. Then shoves as much in his mouth as he can. The simple things. Power's out in places around the ship. Hopefully the plant isn't next. Sure wouldn't end well. The plant, is that hydroponics? I'm like halfway between it being a literal plant or like a power plant, or like, I just don't know. I haven't seen Jupiter since the tremors. I can only make assumptions. Oh god, I hope she's safe. I don't want Harry to get hurt in all of this either. He's such a little guy. Been following Isabella around to get closer to Harry and make sure he's okay. I don't know what's going on, but suddenly it doesn't matter whether or not he could ever care about me. Those guys who went to work on Station B haven't come back yet. I've been trying to sleep as much as I can so I can stay on my toes when everything goes to hell. I've cried a little as well, partly because of Jupiter and partly for reasons I don't understand. I don't want to burden Harry by telling him about how I feel. I know it will just confuse and upset him. I'm really hopeful that we'll all make it out of here, but Shelby's pessimism is contagious. She's outwardly pessimistic. Her diary is not like that at all. I don't know, will I ever have another chance to open my heart to someone? I'll have to hope so. I just can't tell Harry. And then, yeah, that was the last thing. And presumably this is Harry, right?
I'll never get used to this.
Yeah. 26th. I think that's the latest date we've had. Oh great, we have this fucking fly sound effect for this entire thing. Belle says she's fine, but I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Had a nightmare that Belle killed herself, so I checked on her just to be sure. I hope I didn't wake her. Grant wouldn't have checked on her. That dick doesn't know how to care for a lady. Not a lady like Belle. I sure hope nobody catches me growing these herbs. Space is so empty and cold, and Belle seems like she needs the comfort. I don't care if I get caught, but if I did get caught, Belle would know that I'd truly do anything for her. So this is him growing the tea that she mentioned. Belle seems super frustrated today. I stopped asking her what was wrong because she got really mad at me the other day when I did that. I feel like I'm making her angrier every time I speak to her. She's upset, and I can't do anything about it. She spoke to me today. I'm so glad everything is okay. I lost so much sleep over her last night. If she only knew, she'd feel so special. Grant keeps bringing this goddamn cat into the sleeping block. I'm allergic and he knows it. I shouldn't need a shot of epinephrine every time I go to bed. He thinks he's a badass because he managed to sneak a cat on board. Belle probably thinks he's so cool. Why can't she see that he's a total dick? I decided to stay on the Groom Lake so that I can be with Belle. I don't like it here, but I love her. Some guy in engineering says that there's a fungus on the ship. I wonder if it's poisonous. If it is, I bet I could hijack a lifeboat to fly Belle home. The fungi is all over hydroponics. I have an idea though. What if we engineer another invasive fungus to take out the alien one? I honestly don't think it'll work. I suggested it as a joke at first, but Belle thought it was a great idea, so now we have to do it. Grant's been following Belle and I everywhere. I know she thinks he can't keep her safe, but I know he can't. He's so full of himself. I think Grant's cat died during the tremors and the chaos. Good fucking riddance. The guy's been sobbing for almost a day now. Maybe now Belle will understand that he's not fit to protect her. I think I'd die for Belle. It's pretty much been established that something's running around and killing people. I'm going to fight it when I see it. It'll only get to Belle over my dead body. She'll die knowing that I gave my life just to attack a couple of seconds onto hers. Well, that's fucking stupid. This guy... Yeah. Alright, well... I mean... We just read from 4 perspectives. Something I understood by the second journal, but okay. So if I drop down,
this is a long way down.
oh, okay. All we have is the high-speed drill. Entertainment block door. This is an elevator shaft, right?
Scratch marks. Something was trying to get in.
Somewhere under the floor grating, steam wafts constantly upwards, though it's more benign than the gas in the room. It's the same thing as said in the other place.
Maybe. No.
Back to the tram station. Observe this for me.
Looks like gas.
Due to atmosphere. Could try running away from it like you have the other couple times. So can't go back in there. Smile, forgive me. So this is the gas that goes, yeah, this presumably goes to the tram B station. This is where we were. Is this maybe the club? And then this one's just X'd out. Atmosphere control access. Debate motion detector. Something doesn't work there. We go up here and can't really look at it. This place is locked off now. Okay. Getting pretty close to 2 hours, so I might call it and we'll have to brainstorm some shit to do. I guess I don't know if I looked at these monitors. No. Dead plants. Elevator shaft. Oh wait. There's a door here.
No power to the elevator.
Security panel. Let's just give this a shot again just to see if I can outrun the
John, wait. There's a highly corrosive gas on the other side of that door.
Okay.
Shit,
No,
I've already cycled
I don't
them
even
off.
have a mouse after.
Atmosphere compromised. Death is imminent.
Okay.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
Serotonin levels are abnormal. There's gotta be something in this room, right? What if I try and do it anyways?
This is a long way down.
On floor grading. Maybe there's some kind of organic growth that we can interact with. Could be in the other room.
Mother had a lung that was covered
Hello?
in fat. Father had a tongue that was also black.
Is anyone there?
They
I didn't see these bed lockers
care
until
for
just now.
us. We didn't care for them, and so it happened again and again. Skin like a crocodile and eyes like sin. The urge can see them from within.
Lay in bed sheet. Is there any other lockers in here? Personal locker. Can I get there? I don't think I can. Guess not. It's weird that the lockers in here aren't interactable.
Okay, now let's see what I can do.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
We need poop water or an acid water? I think that was acid water. Oh.
Damn it! How the hell am I gonna get back up?
God, John, you're gonna get yourself killed.
Hey, this is all new to me.
Pipe. Access drain. Unfamiliar smell emanates. Naturally. Yeah, I guess we gotta go over here. Just to go back. Throughway passes over the channel below, providing access between the two terminus points. Sides are scored with a variety of markings. Right. John Kernast. Classified. Security level classified, so this is an important guy. Prehistoric Predator. John Kernast. Keep that in mind. Bucket of mud. I thought it was puddle of mud. Holy shit! This music is good though. Did I crawl out of it? Oh yeah, I'm right here. Sig vending machine.
See if these people were just killed. Look like they've been skinned.
Eaten?
No. I went hunting with my uncle when I was a kid. I know what skinning looks like. Never did it myself, but when I saw it.
I'm a vegetarian.
Neville Chambers. Alright. I think we'll leave this for the next time. Tom Van Neerden, Assistant Intelligence Officer. Security level classified. Yeah. Cool. Alright, well, I may feel like playing later today, but every time I say I want to do that, it never happens, so we'll see. This has been fun. I've never like actually played a straight up adventure game for myself, so this is fun. Sucks that the only puzzle I did today I thoroughly failed at, but that was a fucking crazy difficult puzzle, so that was like the logic of combining those things just doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is.